All right, so it's a Tuesday afternoon somewhere in Accra, and here I'm talking about 247 Zara Man's Boutique, where we came here to do our business. And unfortunately, we came across this man we've been looking for. He actually came from US for some 1 or 2 gigs and promotions, and we also decided to have a chat with him because something seems to be working for him. You don't know the thing that I'm going to talk about. I'm talking about so many things here and there. My name is Sammy Flex, and he is Prince Bright, aka the man with the book and the back. We have more to say. Let me say thanks to my guys who are doing the production here. I'm talking about Digital Rasta, Currency, and Richie Flex. Good afternoon, big man.
Sir. Sammy,
I
what's up,
know
boss?
we had a gig.
Yes, we do.
And you've been here for how many weeks so far?
2 weeks so far.
Okay. And even before you left for this particular coming, that was when I saw you performed last at Sarkodie's This is Tema.
Right. No, actually, I was. This is Tema. No, this was Rapaholic. That was the last time I was out here.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Were you not at Tema? This is
No,
Tema.
I wasn't. I was in New York.
Oh, really? Then I really saw someone who was looking exactly like you on the stage, somewhere like that. I actually thought you were the one.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't in Ghana then.
Oh, you were not in Ghana then. Okay, that is perfect. I'm sure that one has been corrected. Now, you have a song with Sarkodie. Obviously, the song is making waves before we even start talking about what you are also doing. And so many accusations here and there. Some people even think that, okay, there's another diss song from Sarkodie to another person in the industry. Have you been told this? Were you aware?
I heard rumors that it was targeted to my boy Shato Ali, but I debunked that right away because I think I'm matured enough to know how to approach music. I've been in here for almost 22 years, so I believe respect ends respect. If I want my fellow brother to respect me, I should reciprocate that. So in that order, I think I do things differently. I don't have anything against Shato Ali. Neither do I have anything with any other musician in the Ghanaian music industry. So, yeah, that's cleared.
All right, so at least this is for the fans. It is not as you thought. Obviously, he knows his game. He will never fall for this. No two ways about that. Now, let's talk about the recent happenings before we even go into some of the products you've put out. You released a Chichinga song.
Prior to the Chichinga song, I released Wish from my EP 1111 The Awakening. So that was my main focus. The kebab Chichinga vibe was just something I just did for fun.
How was the fun? Who was the target of this particular fun?
It was the target was myself. It was to make me happy. It was to create humor for whoever loves me to, embrace my humorous self. So it wasn't targeted at anybody. It was an issue that was going on. I decided to just, go crazy with what I'm used to. I who else will be fit to do songs like this? I understand I'm a bit more mature now, but if I'm able to do a song on Chingalingi or Kilewele, what's stopping me from doing a song with Chichinga? You know what I'm saying? So it was just me having fun, nothing serious. If you listen to the vocals, I didn't target Cardi, I didn't target any of my queens in Ghana. They not too long ago we were just discussing how pretty they were all, showing up for the whole Cardi B vibe. It would have been nice if everything worked out and the way they wanted, so we can give them all the credit for supporting Cardi.
Okay. All right. So once again, that one is also cleared. Now let's come back to his main project. That is The Wish and other songs on the EP called The Awakening 1111. Yeah, The Awakening. The comeback strategy. I've been following some 1 or 2 discussions on social media, and some people think it is working. Is it working because you collaborated with those who are on the field now, Sarkodie and the likes?
I believe it's an awakening, so whatever it will take for me to put myself out there, I believe God is doing what He does best. You know what I'm saying? God is always with me, trying to put me in the right direction to make sure that I'm heard all over the world. I just pulled the right plugs. I called Sock. Um, I called a couple of kings in the industry, and Sock came through, and that's the blessing we have. And now he, didn't decline me coming to visit. We got there at 8, got in the studio, and created magic. So I believe it's God's blessing upon Himself, Sock, and myself. So I'm really grateful for that opportunity.
Now, does it mean that there were some people who declined your invitation? Sorry.
They weren't. I wouldn't say decline. I would say not forthcoming because they were busy. Some of them were outside the country at the point. You know what I mean? I reached out to Shatta myself. I reached out to Samini. I reached out to Stoneboy. Some of the younger ones as well. But at the time I was in town, I realized it was cocoa season, as we call it. Everybody was busy working, so I didn't expect anybody to actually come out and. But Sock really pulled through. He was like, "Oh, Brapini, come through. Let's vibe." So we just got there, and this is what God has given us. You know what I mean? He blessed us with Ofeetso, and then blessed us with Wish as well. And now, I know the song that I didn't even expect to go out there, or cause any trouble for anybody, is out there too. Year of Kebab. So I'm grateful to God that, we're pulling the right plugs and getting all the support we need. Shout out to all the DJs in Ghana. I'm really grateful for your support. And everybody who's been praying for Bookback, myself, thank you so much. Yourself, Sammy, you've been there. You know how the hustle started. So thank you. I'm really grateful. And as you can see, I'm looking all fly. Thanks to Zara 247 Boutique. Wish I mean I say I mean I'm better side. What I mean? I'm grateful to God. Everything is working out. Excuse me. I've been in the studio so you can feel my throat is a little horsey today. I've been working. I know people have missed the whole Prince Bright madness, if I call it. So we're here to execute the mission and make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be.
Those who's you have told us that were busy at the time you invited them, are you still going to consider a retake with them, or it is over because you've hit the street already? You are working.
I'm Brad Penny, as they call me. They're the same brothers that gave me the legendary status. You know what I mean? I believe they have respect for me, and if I'm to, if they have the chance to work, that's fine. If they don't have the chance to work, I'm still grateful. I'll do what I do, my little bit that I could contribute to the industry. I'll just do what I have to do. Um, I'm not bitter or anything. It would have been nice to have a couple of them on the track, the EP, like a comeback or whatnot. But, I'm grateful to Sock for holding it down for me. I'm looking forward to working with anybody who's willing to work. We're a family, you know what I'm saying? And we wouldn't burn somebody's candle to light our candle. You know what I mean? We burn together. We stay together as a family, and I believe we'll put Ghana on the map.
Okay. Now, still on the recording with Sarkodie, we have Wish and we have Ofeetso. Which one was done first, and under whose request was that done?
Okay. Oh, Feature was the initial recording. I think somewhere in April, I happened to be in Ghana. So I called Sarkodie to come visit because I believe the dynamics of the music industry or the structures changed a bit. You know what I'm saying? If I need to be updated, just like when you're going to buy some of these piece of land, you need to find out who that land belongs to, and as we all know, Shark and Stone and Samini and Shatawale are the kings of the industry right now. So I paid homage to all of them to find out what's really going on and how to go about my business. And Sark was willing to let me know what's really going on. We vibed, he's like, bro, Penny, a lot has changed, but you can do it. He encouraged me. And of course, my daddy, Kujantri, also really looked out for me. He gave me all the encouragement and the support I needed. And also Mr. Ransford Aintree, God bless you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people encouraged me to actually get back into this. But mostly I give credit to Sark for believing in what I have and also opening his doors wide for me to get in. And we got in the studio. Um, he played a couple of beats. I'm a bit picky when it comes to saying instrumentals. He gave me a whole folder, and right there and then I was like, I'm feeling this one. Let's do this. Let's do that. We did a couple of nice songs, and I left for the States. And next thing I know, I was in my studio recording some stuff as well. I was like, okay. I threw it to a friend of mine. She was like, okay. I think this will be nice if you have Sak or Shata or anybody on it. But I think you should put Sak on this one. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, Sark, I got Wish. You want to jump on this for me? He's like, oh, bro, Penny Menkasa. You know what I mean? And next minute, I know he brought the heat. I'm like, dude. Yeah, but check out Chris. Someone gets to raise the bar like that because he took the song from like here to like boom. I'm like, oh. So that actually inspired me to, put more heat in the EP. And I believe my album is going to be one super fly album. I can't wait for it to come out, So thanks for Sark and the whole Sark Nation for supporting me. I see my numbers going wild. Thank you. I'm really grateful. Yeah, I'm really grateful.
Now let's talk more industry. I know when you started your music business, that was when a producer would even get to hear you guys are in the studio. He would come pay off, and an album is out. These days, you have to do digital sales, you have to do online. Are you used to it now?
I try as much as possible to adapt to the new, the revolution. I know things has morphed from the analog stages to the digital stages now, so I'm more up to date on what's going on. It's changed, but not too drastic. And thanks to God that I'm from the analog world, where we can compare and contrast, and actually come out with the best audio or visual possible. I know we don't sell no CDs no more. It's all streaming. Thanks to God, my IT guys, my team is all IT guys. Like they. I'm wondering, you know what I mean? They're all too computerized, so I need to keep up. So I found myself getting into IT myself. So I'm pretty much updated, and there's gonna be some nice tech stuff coming out. Hopefully we're working on that. So I'm pretty oriented with what's really happening in the industry right now.
Now, when you started your music career, you have never been alone. Maybe you started alone, but when the heat really got on, you were with your begone brother. May his soul once again rest in peace. Sometimes, do you miss someone around you? When you're on the stage, do you feel that, oh, someone should be behind you doing something to support your act?
Yes, yes. The transition was tough for me. That's why I took a step back for a long while because I'm used to being pampered. You know what I mean? I'm always the baby boy. You know what I mean? Regardless whether in a relationship or whatever, I'm always a baby boy. I'm always pampered. And yeah, let me treat me, I'm a decca. But losing a brother, losing a fatherly figure like Ronnie, it really hit me really hard. You know what I mean? It took me a long time to actually, you know, understand the fact that this person is no more. You have to pick yourself up from the bottom and create something better for yourself. You know what I mean? Because he left you a big legacy, something really, something to look up to. So it's up to you to, pick it up and just run with it. So after coming back with small things last year and going through the whole emotional breakdown, I decided this year is going to be a different story. I'm going to come out stronger. I'm going to build myself as a brand and get back to what we used to do from back in the day when we can pick an artist and groom them and put them out. You know what I mean? We started this whole get an artist, put them out, you know what I mean, whole thing. So I believe it is much, it will be in the right direction if I go back to it and help others. I believe a lot of influential people have helped me in my life. You know what I mean? Thanks to Osebo 247. I always say this. We grew up around this block, We come up here, 247, come up recording music, taking instrumentals, taking it back home, and he gives it to us for free. So we come out here and hang out. And today, look at me, man, all styled by Sabor himself, Zara 247 Boutique. I can't be grateful enough. You know what I mean? So, I'm here to give back to the community what they gave me. You know what I mean? The communities raised me. Kokomlemle raised me. North Kaneshi. Everywhere I've been, like people have looked out for me, and I'm grateful. Now I think it's time for me to look out for people. So I'll be doing the same thing that I was built to do. Back to being lonely, I have accepted the fact that Ronnie's not with me in flesh, but he is with me in spirit. So even when I hit my notes sometimes, like on the Ofeetso song, I believe it was inspired by knowing if Ronnie was around, how would the song be in the end. So I broke my vocal cords down a bit to give that yele pona yele pona. You know what I mean? People don't really know Bright to be of that, yeah. But I decided to, take it a notch down, and it's been magical. I'm grateful to God that it's flying up high the way it's going right now.
Now, should any artist come up propose that he would want to do the group thing with you again, would Prince accept this?
I would accept any challenge. You know what I'm saying? I like to bend the rules. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's healthy and we're willing to make Ghana proud, I'm willing to work with anybody. But as far as a group, I think I am a bit. Um, I just want to respect the legacy that Bookback left behind. You know what I mean? But doing a project together with an artist, I wouldn't call it a group. I would call it, a project where we can all contribute our,
Ofeetso.
yeah, you know what I mean, contribute our talents and just make something magical. Yeah, but with a group, I don't see myself going back. I think I'm a bit too, you know, it's our time now. Things are nimmer we need to, yeah, we need to move on and do amazing things. And I'm getting stronger as a solo artist, so I'm grateful to God for that.
Now, let's talk about some two stages you've graced recently. The first one being the MTN Music Festival. And again, I think last Saturday you were also at TV3. Anytime you are performing the old songs and the new songs, the kind of feeling the audience gives you, which one are you enjoying? Are you enjoying the old feeling, or you want to play, say, Wish for them to be singing along, unlike, say, Chingilingi or Komikekina?
You know, for the sake of my grandma, who always wanted to put me in Jonte, I always want to relate to the elderly folks more because, the younger ones are now growing to keep up to what we used. I mean, what we used to do from back in the days. So since I'm from the old school and still relevant in the new school, I think what made me is what I'll put out. You know what I mean? I'll definitely come out and do. I'm going to do Killer Willie because that is me. That is what made me who I am. The new ones now, small things, is like, it's just a walk in the park. You know what I mean? It's something everybody else out there can do. You know what I mean? But as far as creating like classic songs, Chingalingi is still on rotational radio. It's you can't leave that and come play something new that people don't know yet. But now that people have accepted me to be a multi-talented artist who could do Afrobeat or hip life or high life, you know what I mean? The sky's the limit. You know what I mean? And maybe even beyond. You know what I mean? We're trying other genres as well. I love fusion. I'm looking at fusing maybe some reggae vibes with high life or reggae with Adoa, which is really in contrast. If you really listen to Adoa and reggae music, you can fuse that and make something magical. Also, my gourmet and hip hop, just like we did with Bangladesh, my new one from the EP, and also Clue Bluffo. You know what I mean? So I'm staying in my lane. I don't want to drift too much from book back because that's what the people love. You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be some Afro beats in here, just to for the clubs to vibe to. But I'm just gonna stay original and keep it simple.
All right. Now, for information, he is going to be in town. So if you want any booking, why not? I can even lead you to the management to do that. But then, right, are you getting your salary from the performances as the young boys are getting, knowing where you have come from, knowing your legendary status in terms of pay? Are you getting similar as they are also taking?
I am yet to find out what's the fee on here, but I am not too much about the money when it comes to me. I'm much about the entertainment and the business. You know what I mean? The money will come one way or the other, but if you invest in the business and build yourself out, I believe it's the way to go for me. You know what I mean? My focal point right now is to establish myself as a legendary artist, so the business will be much more solid than just having money thrown at you or getting paid. Getting paid will come, but less. I'm focused more on building myself as an artist and not, follow money. I am very comfortable with what I have now, and if it comes, I'm grateful. Shout out to Mr. Marco Criculante for putting me on. Um, Shout out to all the DJs for connecting me to the right people. TV3, Ignis, Foresight TV. I'm really grateful. Bright TV, Daddy Distilleries. All these people are people that help me to realize my mission is not over. You know what I'm saying? Sabot right here is my greatest inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew us from when we started. You know what I mean? And for him to actually look out for me and style me, I can't be grateful enough. You know what I mean?
Now, can we say with authority that the comeback thing has worked? We have solidified the comeback now?
I believe it's solid. I believe in my spirits that there's going to be much more amazing things happening because the more I get to the studios, the more God grants me saying wisdom to attend to saying, journeys that I never even thought I would even try my vocals on. So it's gonna be a roller coaster of hits, 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 and hits in 2020. And look out for the Prince Bright Experience 2020. It's
It's going to
gonna
be a
be
tour.
it's gonna be everything. It's gonna be an experience. So it's gonna entail a lot of things. It's gonna entail business opportunities. It's gonna entail entrepreneurship. It's gonna entail just breaking the rules. You know what I'm saying? We're breaking all the rules and the stigma that musicians are all stuck. Um, on, ingrates, if we call them. I mean, people are willing to support, so we don't have any negative connotations connected to our brand. I am just grateful to be here, and it's going to be magical. Trust me, it's going to be extraordinary.
See,
Really.
now I know one thing that so many of your fans are also thinking about is where is Bright living now? Is he living in the States or is he living in Ghana? Because one month he's here, the next month he's in somewhere bronze. How should they see you now? Where are you living?
As an entrepreneur, you don't stay in one spot. You move around. You connect to the world. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot out there to bring back home. I am usually based in New York, but as you can see, I'm here in Ghana, and I'm not here only to promote the song, but actually to also let people know that hey, whatever dreams you have going, believe in it, and it's gonna work out, regardless wherever you live. I was in Ghana when Ofeetso was making, I mean, the states when Ofeetso was making headlines. So I'm saying, so I believe it doesn't matter where you are, just put out your best, and everything will work out for your greater good.
Things you would want the industry to work on, maybe to change someone or two, if we're talking about development, if you're looking for that positive movement that we have all been praying for?
Right, humility is everything.
For
Humility.
musicians?
For musicians, you need to be humble because you know what I'm saying. You respect your DJ, respect your elders, respect people that put you on because you never know. The security guard you meet at the entrance of a company may one day be your boss. You know what I'm saying? So stay humble, grind hard, respect the elders. I always say we look up to Mr. Julius Kojenji and the likes, you know what I'm saying? And we are grateful that they laid the bricks for us. You know what I mean? Shout out to Reggie Rockstone for laying the bricks for us. If he didn't pave the way, our music industry wouldn't have been the way it's structured right now. You know what I'm saying? He gave us the rope, he handed it down to us, and now this is what we're benefiting from. So, to the younger folks, when some of us reach out to you, it's not that we're trying to take your spot or we just love what we do. You know what I'm saying? We love music. Like, we're very passionate about music. So, if we reach out to you, we're not coming in to compete with you. We're only adding to what we've already, you know, laid down in our resume. So I encourage everybody to do whatever you're doing the best way you can, but most importantly, be prayerful and stay humble. Keep grinding.
All right, so the Awakening album is still for you. Sorry, the EP rather is still for you, where we have the Wish still doing well. Now, I'm going to ask my final question. My final question is going to be about him. The fact that he is noted to be very, very fashionable. But unfortunately for him, when Osibo 247 was putting out his top 10 list, he did not make the cut. He did not qualify. What happened to you?
Um, as you know, I haven't been in the Ghanaian music industry for a while. And as far as fashion, we'll say bling sparkles for a reason. I used to be all fashion, 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 and then I'm out of the industry. Now I'm back in the industry again, and I believe I'm looking good. Thanks to us, Sabo. So
We
with
thank
all
him,
the
but his top 10,
yes,
you were not there. You
that's what
didn't
I'm
qualify.
saying. With the top 10, that's the top 10. But the exclusive is me. See, he didn't mention the exclusive. Did he mention the exclusive? Yeah. So we have the top 10 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are numbers. But exclusive is 11, 11. There's only one, 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 one. There's only one bright. See? So now they know. Exclusive.
All right, it reminds me of a statement that young boys think they know everything, but the old men, they know the except.
Thank you very much.
I see. Okay, so let's talk about where we can get the EP to stream, where we can get it to buy, and we wrap up on this.
Okay, so my name is Prince Bright. My EP is titled 1111 The Awakening. I have 5 tracks on there, and it's out on all streaming and downloading platforms. You can get it on Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Music, iTunes, on my website too, princebright.com. It's all over the place.
All right, that is it. So, guys, let's stream more. Let's do more. And if you also want him for any gig, he's available throughout this Christmas season. Prince Bright is ready to give you all those legendary songs on your stage. My name is Sammy Flex. This has been The Real Talk here on Sammy Flex TV. Thanks to Digital Rasta Currency. Thanks to Richie Flex. And, of course, thanks to Osibo for giving us this venue. Maybe next time, Sammy Flex, who knows, I might also qualify for the top 10 fashionista people here in we out of here.